I'm from a different era. I'm from the 1960s. Those kids would not have made it out alive.
I was watching an interview with what's his name, the lone survivor, Marcus Luttrell, where he said that more Navy SEALs die in training than they do in combat. He goes, when Navy SEALs die in combat, it's typically it'll be a whole bunch of them. It'll be like something went wrong, like what happened with him, like when they were in the mountains. You know the story, right? You've seen the movie. He goes, that
I don't buy it.
you don't buy the story? Why not? What do you mean? What are you talking about?
They get discovered by some farm boys.
Uh huh.
You pull the plug on it. You got two options. You pull the plug right there. We've been made. Abort. There's no longer a sneak and peek. We've been made. We're out of here. Come get us out. We're out of here. Or you take care of the farm boys.
Well, it's been a while since I've seen the movie, but if I remember correctly, they tried to abort, but their communications were
I don't. You know how you do that?
what's the word? They weren't
You want to
working.
hear something horrible?
They couldn't call out.
You want to hear something horrible? I'm going to tell you a horrible way to deal with it. You get caught by a farmer. You tie him to a tree. You put a rope around his neck, and you kill him, and then you pull out his penis. You put it in his hand, and it looks like he committed suicide. He died during auto asphyxiation, autoerotic asphyxiation. That's how you get. That's how you do that.
Well, if they wanted to kill him, they could have killed him
No,
in a
no.
number of ways.
No.
They did not need
That's
to-
how you do it. That's how you do it.
But they didn't want to kill them. was
Yeah,
the thing.
there you go. You either kill them.
Some of them did, some of them didn't. At least this was in the movie. There was disagreement.
Yeah, I know, because
They ended
we
up
got to be the
deciding,
good
no, we're
guys
not-
in the movies.
Correct. Well, or if that's what actually happened, then the guy really did not want to kill two innocent farmers.
Then you get the fuck out of there.
Well, this is what I'm saying, though. I think they
You
tried.
get him out.
I could be wrong, but I remember if I remember correctly, they tried to call out for extraction, and the call didn't go
Oh,
through.
you take them with. You don't want to kill them. You take them with
take them with, yeah,
to your extraction point.
Yeah,
You
maybe,
never let
yeah.
any. If you're in a sneak and peek,
Well, and they knew that was going to happen. They knew. Again, this is all based on the movie, but there was a guy. They were arguing: do we kill him? Do we let him go? And the guy said, if we let him go, we're going to have 300 Taliban up our ass, and it's just a matter of time. And that's what happened.
so you don't let them go.
Yeah, why didn't they just hold on to them until? Well, maybe because if they didn't let him go, there was going to be a search party and they were going to be discovered anyway. I don't know. I don't know.
That's why you tie them to a tree, choke them out.
The older
their
guy,
penis in
the
their
kid, every one of them, they were all having a masturbation party.
That's right. That's war.
Yeah, I mean the alternative.
And you know what?
The alternative.
And whoever found him, never would have suspected that it was anything but that, because it's such an embarrassing, culturally, it's such an embarrassing thing. You're not going to call out the whole village. You're going to keep it a secret.
Yeah. You don't want people to think your son was doing that or your father was doing.
There you go.
Yeah, right.
So you don't. You have to be.
So what part of it are you not buying though? Like,
that part I'm not buying.
How did all those Navy SEALs die though on that mountain when they got attacked by the Taliban? Like,
oh, that whatever happened afterwards, that's okay. I didn't have a problem with that movie that way.
Okay.
But buying it or not buying it is just.
So you don't think they let him go?
I don't know what happened there, man. But I'll tell you. I'm from a different era. I'm from the 1960s. Those kids would not have made it out alive.
Yeah.
I got a wife. I got a family.
Yeah.
The United States government has invested hundreds of thousands of dollars in my training. I have a mission to accomplish.
Yeah.
Guess what? I'm not going to die stupidly. I'm not going to die because some farm kid ran into me. Some shepherd boy. It's that simple.
Yeah.
And guess what? You have to have, and it's not anything you do with glee or pleasure or anything. It's It's just part of the fucking job.
To kill indiscriminately?
Not indiscriminately. That's very discriminately. Okay? You just have to eliminate witnesses.
Mhm.
You can't have somebody, I remember one time when we got silencers and we were going to take out a village tax collector that was supposed to show up that night. And when you go to a village a lot of times, when you're when you're rolling up on a ville, you know, it's dogs bark. So, we had silencers with what do they call that? Um, PPKs, 380s. You know?
Yep, yeah, shitty gun for combat.
No, but they're for silencing.
Okay.
It's just, you know, if you got to shoot a guy up close, it's. you-
I
We
guess
had
a 380
rifles.
would be pretty quiet.
Yeah, we had rifles. We had rifles. We had sidearms, and we had a couple of PPKs with us.
Uh-huh.
You know, and it was supposed to be ostensibly to take out a dog. And I'm sitting next to a guy. I'm laying down on a fucking riverbank with a guy named Karras, and dogs are barking at us. And he says, I'm going to shoot the dog. I go, no, you ain't going to kill him with a 380. But guess what he's going to start doing? He's going to start howling and barking.
Mhm.
And other dogs will start howling and barking. And before we know it, every villager will be out with with these SKS or Old Mouser or whatever, trying to figure out what happened here.
Mhm.
And we're going to be in a fight when we're just supposed to grab one guy that comes here to collect taxes. Right?
Mhm.
Okay, no, I said, don't shoot the fucking dog, man. I mean, what? Don't shoot the fucking dog. I'm gonna shoot the dog. Don't shoot the fucking. You fucking. I'm pulling on his fucking. I'm trying to reach for his gun hand. He shoots the dog. Sure enough, ow, 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 ow. Before we know it, there's 5 dogs barking at us. Within a minute, all kinds of lights are coming on, and we're running away.
Ugh.
So that's not how and that's what I'm talking about. It's like it's the difference between the sport and a street fight.
Mhm.
You don't. You got to do what you got to do. My job is to get home. On my 3rd tour, I had a pregnant wife in the United States, waiting for me to get back home. I wasn't going to die over some stupid shit.